They'll be doing an upgrade on ML350 multimedia system. We're replacing this screen to an Android screen, and this is our screen to be installed. I do come with a couple of kits. So there's the wiring harness you can see here we'll be using as well. There's the bracket for the screen, and there's also for, okay, I think this is USB connection. This is for the USB. Wow, it came with some plastic remover too, and there's the bracket as well for the screen. We have the antenna and other piece of connection that'll be using auxiliary and stuff like that in there. It did come with manual, which is good. We'll look into the manual. And I think below is the screen itself. Below is the screen. You can see there's the Android screen. So we'll be replacing this to this, and it's going to sit this way, and that's how the new screen is going to sit. So we'll get that job now. So the first thing to do is to remove the plastic trims. This one, get this one out, and after which you get this one. They are just basically clips around this plastic trim. Also with this temperature regulation system, there's also clips as well, which give you access to two bolts below for the stereo to be removed. And then we have two bolts under on this end to remove the plastic cover, and then we have two bolts for the screen as well. So watch me as we progress in removing that. So the first thing we do, we'll remove this plastic trim. Yeah, so I'll be using both hands, and I've just removed the plastic guide using the plastic trim remover, the tool to do that, which gives me access to the stereo. So now we have access in here, and the second is here. We're getting this off using this plastic tool. So that will give us access to this. You just have to be careful. So there are some connections down there. So what we need to do is to get that connection off so we can remove this part from and not get it damaged. In removing this piece, you can see I just mistakenly turn it on. So you can see this plastic pin here, this one, and you can see this part, this piece. You just have to push down, and that will get it, give you access to remove it. So when you push down and push down and push backward, so if you push down to push backward, so you can see that will allow you to remove the connection. You do that for same. So I'll be using both hands so we're able to do that comfortably. Get it difficult for you, the first piece to remove is this one that has this clip. You just push down and pull up, and that will remove that, so you can get this pushed to the side completely. If not, you won't be able to remove that. As you can see, I'm able to push it down, and that will give me easy peasy, it's out. So we'll keep there's a one here, so we remove this last one and then keep that unit safe. So we have this unit completely out. So what we will be removing is these two bolts. You can see 1 and 2. So it's an Allen key. You can see, focus. You can see it's an Allen key system. You can use an Allen key, or you can use so I'll be using this. I think it's 20, yeah, T20 to do that. Make sure you be careful because you can see I almost lost the bolt. So I almost lost the screw, not the bolt, it's the screw. That's the screw. So I'll be using both hands on this side. And so I've done that, remove both ends. As you can see, this and this is out. So what you just do is push down. You push down this way and push down the other one. It's kind of stuck, so I will use both hands on that end as well. You can see both sides is pushed down. That will give us access to the stereo. You can see it's coming out freely. I need to put my tools down and clear the way because I don't want any splash. Okay, so I'll be using both hands on this. So you can see it's out. So the little cable behind and a bunch of cable behind as well. One by the side that has to be removed and the other ones behind. Doing it this way, we'll be taking them one step at a time. So what's next is to remove the AC vent, which can be done from the screw 1 and 2. You can see that. So we get that screw out. That will give us access to the screen, and then we remove both screws from the screen, and that will give us that will be removed for us to install the new screen. Now I've removed both screws. So what's remaining next to do is to bring out the plastic using the plastic trim, plastic tools remover. You see, you just have to, from both ends, and that will help you remove it freely without damaging. So I'll be using both hands as well. It's been removed. You can see I've lifted it up. So this is what I was saying. We have both screw for the screen. Yeah, and that will help you. When you remove that screw, then you can remove the screen. Screen out. Behind the screen, we have some connection. So we have to remove them, this and this. Now we have the old screen out. So this is how it looks now when everything is out. And now we'll be doing the connection, bringing out what we have to put. We have this housing. That holds the screen, that holds the screen. We have this to install. This is the bracket that goes in here. So we'll be installing these brackets. It came with extra screws. Okay, it came with the screws for the brackets, yeah. Okay, so we'll be keeping that. There's the wiring, and that's what we'll be doing next. Just unplug this cable, and we'll be plugging this. We're adding it to this end, and transferring this part of the cable. Oh, what's here? Yeah, I think this is for so we'll be running all the cable. We're running all the cable behind, and then see, cable has been connected to the original one you removed from the stereo, and then we'll be transferring this. And don't forget to remove these 2 pins cable from this end of your original ones that's needed for the stereo to work properly. And this is going to the other side. Okay, so there's another cable. I've plugged this to this, right? And this is the one going back to the screen. Also with this going back to the screen, I think this contains the USB, and the antenna connection will still be added. And so the other connection, we have this AMI cable, and this AMI cable, when you open here, you can see the AMI ports. Make sure your car has, yeah, so it's plugged already, as you can see. That has been plugged in there, the AMI, and comes out with an have the GPS and the antenna. So we'll be installing all this, and I'll be using both hands. So we'll be installing is the brackets. So we'll be installing the bracket. And so this is all. Everything has been passed through, apart from the USB connection and the antenna, which is remaining. Every other thing is done. The connection for this is ready, and this one to the screen is ready. This has been plugged in, and basically there's nothing more serious in here. So we just have to couple every other thing back, and then do the connection from the antenna and see how it works. I'm pushing back everything back. Okay, so that is it. And I want to test to see the screen, how it displays before coupling everything back. As you can see, everything displays and work the way it should. So I'll turn it off and then get everything coupled back to look beautiful. Because I'll be copying this side, making sure everything is ready, I have to pass through this antenna through the under, and everything to come out, because all this will go to the screen. We don't want to find ourselves putting things back and we missed up some steps, so we just want to run down this all through, and this will be hidden behind the dashboard, and so shouldn't be visible. I don't really like antennas visible on my dashboard, so I prefer them being hidden. So we'll get all the antennas hidden and installed, and then we put the other parts in place. We'll be able to run the antennas in here, so we'll be installing the screen. And next we have to put in is the bracket, and then bring all the cable out, then install the screen. You can see this is how it sits. Screw, the 3 screws that comes with it, and all 3 screws has been put back and it's firm. You can see it's strong and tight. So what's remaining is to put this at the back of the screen. We'll be installing everything at the back of the screen, and that will give us the screen completed. As you can see, the screen is installed and screwed well, so it's not shaking, it's firm, so it's looking good. Now we've put back the 2 bolts holding the AC vent, and next is to put the car stereo back, which is stereo, Mercedes-Benz stereo head units back. Unit installed. So you can see the stereo has been installed. So we have to screw back those 2 screws. We're screwing, putting down the screw in here. Okay, that's tight. So what's remaining is to install the AC control unit. Control unit is installed back. You can see a new look. We're putting back the trim. And that's it. You can see how beautiful it looks. I'm going to turn on the ignition and see. Yes. Now you can see we have the nav. So you can see our volume changes from the stereo. Using the stereo to increase the volume, to reduce it. You can see I just pressed 4 and we're there. We use this as well. it's working. Okay, so we can go to home and Bluetooth. So you can connect through Bluetooth for your calls, navigation, music. Currently there's no music on it. No music. Play video if you want to. So you can see dashboard is 0. You can see displays on the screen, which is nice. So we have setup. You can set it up if you want to the best setting you want. And this is the FM that is playing, so we can see when we change, it gives you that look. You can see or upgrade your car stereo or your multimedia system or your Mercedes-Benz ML. So there are still other things we need to do in terms of the USB cable in terms of the USB cable. So we're going to find somewhere nice to keep it. So that is what will be used. And one other thing I also noticed is when you put the car on, engage it on reverse, the camera that came with it, the Mercedes-Benz camera that came with the car, and this is what it shows, which is nice.